Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I am doing our weekly reading video. I know I've been MIA, guys. I'm really sorry. I've just had a lot to deal with and well, I'm back. Okay, so I've missed you. I hope everyone's okay. Thank you to everyone who's reached out to just, check on me, see if I'm okay. I really appreciate the love. So we're going to get back into it. I'm doing the weekly and then I will try my best to do a monthly video as well, or I might try to do separate videos, but we'll see. The thing is, if they don't get that many views, for me, it's time consuming and it's energy consuming, and when I already don't have the energy, I just have to, make the best decision there in terms of format. But I'll try it and we'll see how we go. So, I hope everyone's doing well. You're happy and safe where you are. And for anyone who's new, hi, welcome. If you found your way to this video, then there's something here for you. And please make sure to like, share, subscribe, help others find the video. They might benefit from it as well. And comment, let us know how you resonate with the reading if you do. That being said, it is general, so it's not going to resonate with everyone or not in the same way. Take what fits, but don't, try to force a story to fit your life. And if you're interested in private readings to look at your specific situation, the information for that is always in the description box below. You can watch your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus sign. You could cross watch, you could watch whatever sign you want to watch. Okay, and I'm using the new chapter tarot deck with the mystical Kipper for clarification and advice. Okay, let's see, something else, can't remember. Oh yeah, you'll notice my setup is different if you've been with me for a while. Harvey kept bumping the camera when it was just like above. He just kept bumping it. The support got kind of flimsy. So I tried this other way. So hopefully you can see everything okay, you can hear me okay, and you can enjoy the video. Okay, all that being said, let's get into it. Okay, let's begin with Aries. So I'm doing timestamps as we go. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, what is going on for you in the week ahead? Let's look at Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs in the week ahead. Okay, so in this situation, we have the Chariot. As the obstacle or challenge, we have the Nine of Swords. In the outcome, we have the Ten of Cups. Very nice. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Discs or the Four of Pentacles. So with the Four of Pentacles, there is a stuck energy with the Four of Pentacles, and it could be someone being stuck in their head with the Nine of Swords. Okay, either someone being stuck because they don't know what to do, how to do it, or they're questioning themselves. Because in the situation we have the Chariot, and it's all about taking charge, movement, overcoming obstacles. Cancer energy here as well. Someone could be, I don't know, maybe there's a thought of getting together with family or attending some sort of a reunion, some sort of an event, or this could be about some sort of reconciliation. But it's almost like either someone is coming in thick and fast, right? Very determined, and it kind of puts you on the back foot because you're like, I don't know how I feel about this. I do feel like there's a lot of love here still because we have the Ten of Cups. If it's a love situation or anything to do with friends, family, I do feel like there's still a lot of love there, but there's some fear, either fear of loss, fear of getting stuck, fear of repeating a cycle that wasn't successful. Let's get more information for Aries. With the Chariot, we have the Star. With the Nine of Swords, we have the Hermit. And with the Ten of Cups, we have the Queen of Wands. So your energy. Under the Four of Discs, we have the Page of Cups, or the Princess of Cups in this deck. I'll show you the card. Yeah, so I feel like this is an apology or someone talking about reconciliation or making amends because they have not been able to release you. You have not been able to release them. Take it as resonates. There is someone very determined to have healing in the situation with the Star card, Aquarius energy, Major Arcana energy here. Very, very determined to have healing, very determined to get a yes or get an approval from you or something along those lines, or this could be you. Again, take it as resonates. The challenge is someone actually, I feel like the challenge is releasing a cycle that has ended. Okay, so what does that mean? Okay, it wasn't successful, but stop thinking about it. Don't bring it back into the present. Okay, this is the kind of thing where you get back together, but you can't forget what happened, nor should you, but just make sure you're not closed off, because it's not really a fresh start. Then it's just going to be a repeat, because we carry the same energy. So we bring the old into the present and we corrupt the present. The present will become the past. Okay, does that make sense? So your challenge is to come out of this hermit mode, to come out of your own head, and to just like take a chance and see what happens, basically. Because we also have the Queen of Wands here, and this is all about passion, attraction, creativity. Okay, so this, whatever the Ten of Cups is for you, the reunion, the success, the answer you want, the whatever, is very attractive to you. You very much desire this, okay? Or vice versa, take it as it resonates. But what's holding you back, or the obstacle in the situation, is someone being able to get out of their own head and to just take a chance on this message of communication, or to send this message of communication, this message of love, this apology, this open-hearted, vulnerable message. Okay, so I'm seeing that very, very strongly here. Something focused on reconciliation, healing, whether that's romantic or not. For those of you that this is not talking about love, there has been a withdrawal. I feel like because it's coming up as the challenge for you, I feel like someone has withdrawn from you, or you have had no communication. You're waiting for the go-ahead. You're waiting for the green light. You're waiting for, yes, you got the job. Yes, we want to hire you. Yes, we want to work with you. Yes, you got the loan. You're waiting for that. It's taking time. You're not hearing anything, and it's putting you on the back foot, and it's making you question, okay, right? So if I don't get that job, how am I going to pay the bills this month? If I don't get that raise, if I don't get that promotion, if I don't get the loan, don't get the mortgage, you're just starting to do number crunches and backup plans with the Four of Pentacles. But in the back of your head, you're kind of giving up hope on this. And the message here with the Ten of Cups, Queen of Wands, and the Page of Cups, this is, for some of you, this is saying it's coming in. It might be coming in slower than what you'd like, or slower than what was agreed, but it is coming in. Stay positive, stay hopeful, stay optimistic. Or maybe you reach out and check up on them. You reach out and just say, can I have an update on this? Or, okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. All right, let's look at overall energy and advice with the Mystical Kipper. Oh, fluff. So we have thoughts. So yeah, so his thoughts, male or female, doesn't really matter. So someone's very much up in their head, and they're telling themselves, this is not going to happen. This is not going to come my way. This is not going to work. And they're kind of just closing themselves off in that negative space. And unbeknownst to them, whatever it is that they do want is coming in. I feel like it's just been delayed, or it's not happening to your timeline. Does that make sense? But you might be turning your back on something too soon. You might be turning your back on something that's actually coming in for you. So, don't shoot yourself in the foot. Okay. And from the Mystical Kipper, we have a long way, a change, and court. Yeah, definitely. Something has taken a long way to reach you, hence the delay. Okay, because it was a big change, I feel. So it was just a big change. It involved a lot of moving cogs, a lot of different people. It was a change that you started manifesting, so it had to happen on an energetic level before it could happen in your day-to-day. Okay, so it's a big change, whatever this is, with the Chariot and the Star card. But with the Court energy here, you will have that confirmation. You will have the contract. Things will go in your favor. This is like the Justice card, or at least it's coming up here as that for you. It's just taken longer to reach you, and you see that kind of looks like the Hermit there. So this is saying it's taken a long way, but it is on the way. It has been on the way. Change takes time, but here it is. It will reach you. You will have that confirmation. You'll have the contract, the paperwork, the job, the whatever. Okay, this is also about making something official, however that makes sense. Okay, so Aries, I hope this helps you. Don't give up too soon, and don't tell yourself anything negative, because it's just not true at this time. Okay, all right, so let's move on to Taurus. Hey Taurus, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. And as always, if you're skipping ahead, please make sure to also watch the intro. There's some information for you there. So what's going on for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. Expect the unexpected this week. Positive turn of events. Change of mind, change of heart is what I hear. So what's going on for Taurus in the week ahead? And the situation. Ace of Cups. Okay. And the challenge, the Seven of Pentacles, or the Seven of Discs. And the outcome, the Star. Ooh, Taurus, what are you up to? Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so it can be, I'm seeing healing in these cards. It's a little similar to Aries, really, but not quite. I'm seeing healing in the cards. So the overall energy here, the Three of Swords, is disappointment, sorrow, heartbreak, breakup, separation, disappointment because you didn't get your way, disappointment to do with some sort of rejection, disappointment, or you got your feelings hurt, okay, by someone's actions, someone's words, something that happened, didn't happen, etc. In your situation, so what's coming in, we have the Ace of Cups. So this is apologies, someone trying to make amends, someone trying to get back together, someone asking for forgiveness, someone pouring their heart out, okay, pretty much. The challenge with the Seven of Discs, either they waited too long to do this, or you're assessing the situation in terms of, is this worth it? Especially if it's an on again, off again thing. You know, you're assessing the situation, like with the Seven of Discs, you're like, okay, how many times have I heard that now? A few. So that tells me that it's a conscious choice. It's not a mistake at this point. And for others of you, you're looking at it like, is this a good investment? Do I want to keep talking to this person? Do I want to stay in this place, position, situation? Because what happened broke my heart. And in the outcome, we do have the Star. So with the Star, this is a yes answer. So if you're the one looking for forgiveness, you're going to get it. If you're the one hoping for a reconciliation, whether that's romantic or not, I feel like that is a very big possibility. I feel like it's connected to the Ace of Cups. So if whoever needs an apology, or whoever's trying to make amends, or whoever's looking for a reconciliation, if they come in right, okay, and make it worth the other person's time. And what do I mean by that? I mean, come in right, like, no guard up, vulnerable, open, speak from the heart, don't contrive the words, don't overthink in terms of, I think they'd want to hear me say this and that, okay? Just be completely open and vulnerable. That will be worth the other person's while, okay? They will look at that, they will consider that and go, okay, I think it's worth it. I think they mean it. It's all about value here. I think they mean it. I think they've put some time behind this. I think they've put some thought behind this. I think they have a plan on how to make amends. You know, they have invested. They are invested. They're pouring their heart out, okay? And I feel like that's how things can turn around with the Star. I also get change of heart or change of mind. If you were rejected in terms of job promotion, you got declined, whatever, however that makes sense, if you got declined, I feel like someone is reaching back out and saying, well, they're saying, our first option fell through. Do you still want this? Our first option fell through. Are you still available? Okay, and they may even try to sweeten the pot. Like, you know, we've upped what we're offering because we really need you here. Okay, something along those lines. because there was an increase in what was offered previously, whether it's money or hours or benefits, and you would be saying yes to that. But again, it's about coming at it right and making it worth your while. Okay, let's clarify. With the Ace of Cups, we have the King of Swords. With the Seven of Discs, we have the Chariot, another 7. With the Star, we have the Death card. Under the Three of Swords, we have the Two of Wands. So yeah, you're at a crossroads. You can choose to give someone a chance or a second chance or another chance, or you could choose to close this chapter and completely move on. Your choices are, do I want to heal it, get back on track, make it better, or do I want to let it end completely with the Death card because I've had enough? Okay, and it's you've got a few majors, so that tells me, you know, it's a big decision. Ace of Cups with the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Now this could be the person that wronged you, or this is where you're standing in the King of Swords energy. Like, this isn't right, this isn't fair. A little closed off emotionally. Very guarded. The challenge, yeah, Seven of Discs with the Chariot. Either someone has been dragging their feet, someone has been non-committal, someone has been too controlling, you've been waiting for someone to calm down, like, okay, get your stuff together now, okay? Settle down within themselves, commit to you, give you that leadership role, give you that job, that promotion, that whatever. And it's just been a waiting game. Or you invest and it falls apart. You invest and it falls apart, or it falls through. But I do see that change of heart coming in. I do see that, you know, our first option fell through. Do you still want this? And a bit of extra on that pot, you know what I mean? For it to be appealing to you. Because you did get your feelings hurt. And I feel like whatever's going on here, everyone knows you got your feelings hurt. Everyone knows you were wronged. Mystical Kipper energy and advice here. And it's down to you, Taurus, what you want to do. If you want to give this person or these people or the situation a second chance or another chance, I do feel like they're desperately trying to make it worth your while. I'm not seeing deception. I'm not seeing dragging feet. I'm not seeing, you know, someone's got it. I feel like someone's realized with the King of Swords that, hold on, I messed up. Like, this is messed up, and Taurus is turning their back. And they're going to really show you that they've thought about it. They want to invest. They're ready, you know? Okay, so we have military person. That's like the King of Swords energy. Theft and rich girl. So, yeah, I feel like you were a benefactor to someone. What does that mean? I feel like you were extra graceful, extra nice, extra supportive to someone, and they took advantage. Okay, they took advantage. It might be an air sign, it doesn't have to be. Someone took advantage of you. That's just what this is. Whether that means they took advantage and took credit for your work, they took advantage and kept promising you things and promising you things. Someone in authority, okay, kept promising you things and never delivering. Okay, so your energy, your resources of time, love, affection, money, whatever, just dwindled and dwindled and dwindled until you said, okay, that's it, that's enough, I've had enough. But someone finally sees your worth with rich girl here, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. Someone finally sees your worth, and I feel like they're trying to do the right thing with military person and the King of Swords. They're trying to do the right thing. They're trying to honor you. I even get like someone's going to try to return what they took, if they took something physically, literally, or to restore something, which again goes back into reconciliation. But it will be down to you, Taurus, what you want to do, and really take your time and think things through. Because with the majors, like I say, it's going to impact your life for a while, for better or for worse. Okay? So I'm going to leave that with you. I hope it helps. Okay, moving on to Gemini. Hey Gemini, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. As always, if you're skipping ahead, please also watch the intro because there's some information for you there. So let's see what's going on for Gemini, Sun, Rising, Venus signs in the week ahead. What's going on for Gemini? Six of Discs. Good news. Gemini in the week ahead. So in the situation, the Wheel of Fortune. As your challenge, the Six of Cups. In the outcome, we have the Magician. So what is it with this comeback around energy for every single sign so far? Bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag energy. You might be dealing with a fire sign. I'm not necessarily seeing fights, arguments. If anything, I feel like you might have been dealing with someone acting single. They were with you, but they were acting single. Because someone wants to come back around. Someone wants to repeat, turn something around. The challenge with the Six of Cups, you're like, well, haven't we done this before? Don't really know if I want to repeat it. But in the outcome with the Magician, this is telling me that, you know, there's going to be some negotiations here. Like, listen, if you want to do this again, these are my terms. Like, we're not just going to repeat what happened in the past, because no thank you. So I'm seeing, like, a very honest, I heard brutal conversation, like a brutally honest conversation. Putting it all on the table. I also hear grow up. I feel like something's coming close to breaking point. And it's like, it's the same conversation over and over with the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Cups. It's the same conversation. Grow up. You can't do this. You can't do that. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? I deserve better. Do you know what I mean? All those conversations. And someone constantly saying, yeah, I agree. I'll do better. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll do better. I'm sorry. I'll do better. And they just keep doing it. If you're waiting on news in terms of business, job, career, finances, I feel like there's a positive turn of events in your favor. It might be, you might, I don't know, it might come from a source you already know. So I don't know, this is like a friend or a family member putting you in touch with the right people, and that's what causes things to turn around in your favor. It's coming up as a challenge, so maybe you want to be completely independent, do everything on your own. But the message here is you can use your network of friends, family, people you know, people you used to work with as well, because you do have interviews, negotiations coming up if you can do that. So let's see. Let's clarify for Gemini. The Wheel of Fortune, we have the Eight of Discs, the Eight of Pentacles. With the Six of Cups, we have the Eight of Wands. And with the Two of Wands, with the Magician, we have the Two of Wands. Okay, so under the Queen of Wands, the Seven of Cups. So I feel like, yeah, so a couple of different scenarios. I feel like they're very clearly differentiated in my head anyway. So in terms of love life, I feel like there's a repeat here that's trying to happen, and you're saying no. I'm not going to do this again. I feel like something just cannot take off the ground properly with the Eight of Discs. You put in the work, you put in the effort, but it's like one-sided where it's off kilter. It's not mutual, it's not the same, and it needs to be balanced in order for things to actually take off. So this is like a relationship, a connection where you have the foundation, but you never can quite build the next level. Does that make sense? Because someone's dragging their feet, they don't really want to commit. Someone, you know, is like, oh, well, living together is as far as I can go in terms of a relationship. And it's like, well, no, if we're going to have a long-term future, we kind of need to, you know what I mean, move past this stage. We're going to have to go to the next level at some point. You're going to have to grow up at some point. You're going to have to settle down at some point. Do you know what I mean? And I see messages back and forth with the Eight of Wands and the Six of Cups. Maybe you're separated from this person currently, or you're at a physical distance or an emotional distance from this person, but I see communication, I see messages. And then I see, like I say, everything being put on the table. Listen, we can either do this or we can do this, but we're not repeating the past. I can tell you that now. If you think you can do this, this is what I need. Okay, these are my terms. If you think you can give me what I need and deserve, we'll do this again. We'll try again. I'll give you one more chance, one last chance. Again, I get very, you know, like Gemini, annoyed Gemini type of conversation, like straight to the facts. I don't care how it comes across, and I don't care if I hurt your feelings, because it's gone on long enough. But if you know you're not going to, if you know you're going to drag your feet, if you know you're not, just let me go. Like, it needs to stop. Okay, so like breaking point energy is what I'm seeing here. Because someone has been building the next level of the relationship in their head, right? You've been talking about it, you've been dreaming about it, but there's no concrete building happening. Do you know what I mean? There's the steps that need to be taken in real life are not being taken, because someone doesn't want to grow up, someone likes to have attention, someone likes to throw temper tantrums, someone's too much, you know what I mean? I'm getting annoyed for you, Gemini. Now, if this is work, business, money, anything like that, I'm seeing you've been working your butt off. Pun with the butt on the Wheel of Fortune. But, okay. Okay, you've been working very, very hard, trying to get to the next level, okay, with the Wheel of Fortune. You've been working very hard, but you've been going around in circles. Like, I want to climb the ladder, I've been doing all the work, but for some reason, it's not coming together. And the reason why it's not coming together is because you've been trying to do everything on your own. And the point here is, they're saying you could, they're not saying you can't do that, but you could, but it's just going to take a very long time, and it's going to be a lot more difficult than it needs to be. The turning point, the information you're missing, the piece you're missing, this is saying reach out, talk to people you already know, people you used to work with, people who are doing what you're trying to do. Okay, reach out, ask for information, ask for support, or ask to be put in touch with people. Use your network. Okay, that's what's going to make all the difference. That is how you're then going to be looking at least 2 options to choose from. Okay, having 2 interviews, two rounds of negotiation for you to choose what direction you want to go in. Okay, so let's look at the mystical Kipper for you, Gemini. So we have meetings, false person, and good gentleman. So I feel like, so talking to people, yeah, networking with the meetings card. False person is, I feel like it's you, Gemini. It's not necessarily false person, but it's like you're keeping your cards too close to your chest. You're trying to do everything yourself. You don't trust other people. You expect to be backstabbed. You expect to be betrayed. So you're like, I'm just going to do it by myself. And with the good gentleman here, whether it's male or female, this tells you that you have someone in your circle. You already know this person. They can put you in touch with the right person, or they can give you what you want, or they're your turning point. Does that make sense? They're your turning point. So talk to people, get yourself out there, tell them what you're trying to do, ask for guidance, ask for being put in touch with people, ask for people to pass on your resume, okay? It's time to trust your network, to use your network, because it will reach who it needs to reach. They will either offer you what you're looking for right off the bat, or they will put you in touch with the person who can and will offer you what you're looking for. They will be your turning point. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, where are we? Cancer. Hi Cancer, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. And as always, if you're skipping ahead, remember to watch the intro as well. What's going on for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the week ahead? Happy birthday, Cancer, by the way. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the week ahead. So what do we have? In the situation, we have the 3 of Wands. In the challenge, we have the Moon. In the outcome, we have the World, or the universe, in this deck. The bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Discs, or the 6 of Pentacles. What are you confused about? Okay, I'm going to say something. Don't be mad. But I have to keep it real. because I love you. And I want what's best for you. But what I'm looking at here is you're sitting in a comfortable place with the Six of Discs. It's a comfortable position. Either you have everything taken care of for you, or you don't have to stress about things. You don't have to worry about things. You have someone helping you. It's very comfortable, right? Copacetic. Your situation, though, with the Three of Wands, you're longing to be someplace else. You're wanting something else. You're challenged with the Moon. You're very confused. I don't know if you're confused about how you're feeling, or I don't know if you're confused about how you're going to go about it. You're very emotional about it. But in the outcome with the World card, I feel like this is a focus on you. And you might be wrapping up a cycle, or that's what you're considering, and it's stirring up all sorts of emotions. So I feel like, for example, you're in a partnership, you're in a relationship with this amount of emotion, or even a friendship, you know what I mean? It's emotionally charged. And it's been copacetic, and it's been comfortable, a comfort zone for you. But you want something else with the Three of Wands. You're longing for something else, or this is is the grass greener type of energy. And I feel like what you're not sure of, Cancer, is why am I thinking that? Am I really in a place of partnership, a situation that just doesn't make me happy? Or am I kind of taking it for granted? I feel like that's what's confusing you. You're trying to figure out your own emotions. You're trying to figure out how you really feel about something before you make any sort of drastic change with the universe. Okay, let's get more information for Cancer. So Three of Wands, we have the Four of Wands. With the Moon, we have the Queen of Discs, or the Queen of Pentacles. And with the Universe, we have the Emperor. Under the Six of Discs, we have the Star. You're looking at where do I see myself with the Star, right? Where do I see myself in 5 years? What do I want my life to be? What do I want my future to be? I feel like this is happening as a result of either a proposal, or talks of moving in together, or talks of making something official, or talks of starting a family. And you're sitting there thinking, because I feel like you're already in a partnership. It's just a case of leveling up, right? And you're thinking, do I want that to be my life? My long-term goals? Do I want that to be my life? Do I want to be married? Do I want to live with someone else? Do I want to have kids? How do I feel about that? You're very, very confused. And then you have this influence, your partner, your spouse, your family member, friend, whoever. This kind of, you feel pressure from them. You feel like, okay, you've had enough time. What do you want to do? This is someone who's very, I'm not necessarily getting controlling. It comes across a little bit as pressure, but I feel like it's more pressure you put on yourself, because you're like, I don't know if I'm ready to settle down. I don't know what that means to me. This is like, do I settle down, grow up, or do I just want to be on my own? With the Universe card, it's a big decision here. And unfortunately, I can't tell you what to do. No one can. You have to figure out with the Moon your own emotions. If you want to run away from this, why do you want to run away from this? Do you really want to run away from it? Or is it that you're scared of something? Or is it that it's overwhelming? So it's not necessarily that you feel like it's not for you. It's just overwhelming and it scares you a little bit. But that's, you know, talk about it. What I would say is talk about it. Because whoever this is, they're very dependable. Your partner, your spouse, family member, friend. They're very dependable. They're very patient with you. And I feel like you'll get your answer one way or another. But I feel like whatever balance you have been in, like keeping things copacetic, while internally you thinking and feeling other things, I feel like that is being upset, is what I hear. So, because it's like there's they're saying, the person you're dealing with, they're saying, okay, it's time to level up. It's time to go to the next level in this connection, in this relationship, in this whatever. And I feel like that is what triggers your anxiety and you thinking, okay, do I really want to do that? And you're very confused, but you're not sure. Your confusion doesn't come from, I know I don't want this and I need to figure out how I want to get out of it. Your confusion comes from, I don't even know how I feel about it. Everything is just so confusing. Everything is just up in the air and I don't want to make the wrong decision. So what I would say, Cancer, is just open up, talk to someone you trust, or talk to your partner, to your spouse, be honest, and you can make a decision after that. Because someone desperately wants to go to the next level with you, and they're thinking, well, this is what we've been building up towards, so what's changed now? Why are you dragging your feet? Because they don't know what's been going on internally with you. Do you know what I mean? Now, if this isn't going on in your emotions, I feel like there is excellent news in terms of a job, a promotion, a house, or a living arrangement. I feel like you were a little bit confused about if you're going to be able to put the money together, or if you're going to get the money, or get the loan, or get the mortgage, or get the whatever this is. There was some confusion there with the moon. But it is coming in. You get the yes, you get the approval. So congratulations. Okay, what do we have from the Mystical Kipper? So we have Good Lady, Bereavement, and House. So definitely good news about a house, a living situation, a move, or at least it's a possibility for you. I feel like you have to be honest with the Good Lady there. You have to be honest with whoever it is that's involved here. You might be living with this person, or you have a family with this person, or you're talking about family. There's a commitment here with the house. You have to be honest with them because they're pushing to build with you while you're not even sure you want to be with them. And with the bereavement here, they're saying just be honest about how you feel. And if that ends a relationship, you have to be fair, not just to you, but to the other person. Because if we're going to be on, and this could be vice versa. But if you are confused, or one person is confused and they're dragging their feet and they're going through the motions, but they're not really telling the other person how they feel. They're going through the motions. One person thinks they're building. The other is just like, yeah, I'm just, going through the motions, but they don't know that. I don't even know if I want this. Before you know it, it's like 2-3 years down the line. This other person is like, okay, so are we going to make it official? So they're investing time, they're investing energy, they're investing everything they have into this because they think they're building, right? And that's when you say, or this other party says, well, actually, that's not fair. You can't do that to people. Do you know what I mean? And it happens. And the message here is, if you can help it, don't let that happen. So it's time for a very honest conversation with yourself and another person here, Cancer, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Anything else looks amazing, but matters of the heart, you have to have that conversation. It's coming up to that conversation. You've been putting it off, I can see that, but you're going to have to make a decision one way or another, whether it's going to be the right decision, the wrong decision. You won't know until a while down the line, and you just have to do the best you can with what you have, and that is being honest. Okay? So, I'll leave that with you, and I hope it helps. Okay. Okay, what's next? Leo. Hey Leo, how you doing? Hope you're doing well, and if you're skipping ahead, remember to always watch the intro as well. What's going on for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs in the week ahead? So, in the situation, we have the Queen of Wands. In the challenge, we have the Star. In the outcome, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. A lot of movement. I'm seeing either inspiration and someone's just running with it, or just a lot of fire. What is Mars doing in your chart, Leo? Do you know? Because it's just, yeah. So you've got change with the Knight of Wands, change in residence, change in job, or just passion. It may be fleeting with the Knight of Wands, whatever this energy is. It's like comes and goes, but it's intense. It could be your energy or another fire sign you're dealing with the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands. You could be traveling, you could be relocating, you could be changing your job, you could be starting your business. For some of you, it is about changing your job or your career or starting your business, because your challenge is the Star card. Your challenge is to follow your dream. So what is your dream? Okay, you have, I feel like you're going to be receiving a lot of signs and support, genuine, real support in the real world, right? Opportunities presented to you so that you take a chance with the Wheel of Fortune to follow your dream, whatever that may be. They're major arcanas, the readings are general, it'll be different for everyone. I can sit here giving you examples till I'm blue in the face and I still won't be able to cover every single possibility. Do you know what I mean? So I just read the energy and you take it as it makes sense to you. But this is a very long held dream of yours. You've been thinking about it, talking about it, manifesting it, maybe doing it on the side. And there's an impulse here. There's a surge of creativity, passion, risk-taking type of behavior to allow you to just go for it. I'm also seeing traveling for some of you, or relocation, like I say. Especially if you want to relocate, like move abroad, because it's been a long time coming. It's been a long, complicated process because of the different cultures, different ways of doing things, etc. For some of you, you're single and you're living your best life, and that's what this is, and good for you. For others of you, I feel like you might meet someone really worth your while with the Star card, and it puts you in a position of, okay, do I want to take a chance on this person or just keep doing what I've been doing? You have an opportunity to invest into something or someone, and it'll be down to you to decide what you want to do, because you like your freedom. There's nothing wrong with that. You're a busy girl, busy boy. There's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like there's something here that might be worth at least considering. Do I want to slow down and invest in this, or do I want to just keep going the way I have been? So let's see. Let's get more here for you, Leo. With the Queen of Wands, we have the Three of Swords. With the Star, we have the Hermit. With the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Ace of Cups. I'm also seeing reconciliation. With the Knight of Wands, we have the Nine of Discs. Yeah. So there was a separation, there was a breakup, there was a disappointment, a loss. And again, I'm reading the energy. You take it as it makes sense to you. If it's not happening in your love life, but you make sense with that energy, you can see it playing out in a different area, then that's how it's playing out for you. But there was a loss, a separation, a breakup. It left you single or on your own to figure everything out. You've done that wonderfully, beautifully. You may have become an entrepreneur. This may have been some sort of transformation, makeover, complete change, reinvention type energy. Challenge, the Stalker with the Hermit. Someone might be trying to come back around. You haven't seen or spoken to this person. They're trying to come back around, talking about healing. We have Aquarius energy. We have Virgo energy. And with the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Cups here, you have a choice. Do you accept their apology? Do you forgive them? Do you give them another chance and take a chance on it? Or do you keep on keeping on because you don't need this person? That is for damn clear. You do not need this person. I feel like not only have you been fine without them, once you moved past the heartache and the disappointment and you started reinventing yourself, I feel like not only are you doing fine without them, but you have thrived without this person. And again, it could be someone romantic, but it could also be a friend, a family member, someone you were very close to at one time. I feel like while there's still attraction, this is someone who They were very flimsy. You could not rely on them to save your life. And it's like, yeah, I've kind of moved past that stage of my life, or that's okay. So you might be just saying no thank you and staying single. You might be saying, I can forgive you, I'll forgive you, that's fine, I don't care, but I'm not taking it back, because that would have to be me settling, and no thank you. I've been through too much, got too far to turn back to kind of, you know, help you along. No. So I feel like for some of you, you're having the conversation, you're literally saying that. For those of you, you're just not even going to entertain this person with the Hermit. You're not going to respond. You're not going to pick up the phone. You're not going to, just no. Because they let you down. And while it got you to where you are now, which is in a great place, yeah, that doesn't make it okay. Do you know what I mean? We can be grateful for an experience because of what it taught us and where it got us, but it still doesn't make what the person did okay. That's not how it works, you know? So let's see. Oracle energy and advice here for Leo. So we have main person, sad news and great happiness. Well, yeah, because you're doing great. You're like, yeah, I'm on my own doing awesome. I feel like you're telling someone some sad news. You're telling someone what they don't want to hear. Because with great happiness, you're fine on your own. You're more than fine on your own. You don't need this person in your life. And you're like, no, I forgive you, but no, I don't want to get back together. I forgive you, but no, I don't want us to be that close again. I forgive you, but I don't want a relationship of any kind with you. And it could be like a family dynamic. You know what I mean? Where someone either had anger issues, was too controlling, were dismissive. Whoever this was, they kept you stuck, and they kept you from reaching your potential. And as soon as you were out from under their thumb, while initially it broke your heart and you're like, how can you do this to me? You had to figure it out. And not only did you figure it out, but you're like, you've gone so many levels above. Because this person was someone who was just dragging you down and keeping you stuck. Mentally, emotionally, energetically, physically, financially. They were just a black hole in your life. And now they're coming back. Why? Because you're shining pretty like a new penny. You know, you're doing awesome. You're doing amazing. And that's why they're trying to come back. And they're going to get a big fat no, or not a response at all. Because you're like, I really don't need you in my life. And actually I don't want you in my life, because you're just a source of stress or just loss for me. You bring nothing to my life, you take. Okay. So, Leo, you tell me what that's all about. Yeah, I feel like someone's not going to be happy with the fact that you have leveled up and you figured out that actually they're just a drag in your life. Holding you back, weighing you down. Okay, let's move on to Virgo. Okay, what is going on for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. And as always, Virgo, also watch the intro. What is going on for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs in the week ahead? Virgo in the week ahead. Okay. And the situation, we have the Two of Discs, choices. As the challenge, we have the Page of Wands, communication, and the outcome, we have the Star. I feel like you're debating whether or not to open up. You're debating whether or not to send a message. King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this is your energy. You're trying to be unemotional about something with the King of Swords. Is that any better? Okay. You're trying to be unemotional about something with the King of Swords. You're also trying to do the right thing by you and other people involved. I do feel like You're like, do I do this or do I not? Do I send that message or not? Because it's about a message or an offer with the Page of Wands. Communication is the challenge, which tells me that you probably have withdrawn from this person or these people, or you've taken a step back, or you've just cut them out. I don't know what happened with the King of Swords. But I feel like with the Two of Discs, you know, you're either thinking, did I make the right decision? Or you're thinking, should I just reach out? Or you're thinking, well, do I do this? Do I do that? Did I make the right choice? Should I carry on this path? Should I go back? Now in the outcome, we do have the Star. Aquarius energy, but also just talking about healing that is possible, reconciliation that is possible, getting, I feel like whoever this is that you're in your head about, and they could be romantic, they don't have to be, it could be something going on at work, but I feel like whoever this is, they are open to whatever you would have to say. They would be open to it. They would be willing to entertain it. They would be willing to work with you, take you back, give you another chance. I just think you need to kind of get out of your head, get out of this place of indecision, and just extend that communication. Because you want to with the Page of Wands, you do. But whatever it is that you're telling yourself is keeping you stuck in indecision. And it's something that you're telling yourself with the King of Swords. It's your thoughts. You think it's fact. I'm not saying that it's not, but I feel like you're telling yourself, no, this is the right thing to do. But then why do you keep thinking about it? Why can't you just move on from it? Why can't, you know? Why? Well, because your intuition is telling you, well, that's, maybe it's a little BS. Maybe it's not the right thing, but the right thing to do by who? Do you know what I mean? Let's get more here for Virgo, please. Two of Discs. We have the Ace of Cups. Well, yeah. Page of Wands. The Ace of Discs. The Star card, the King of Discs. So this is your energy towards Virgo, Capricorn. You know what you want with the Star card. Under the King of Swords, we have Temperance, reconciliation, making peace, getting back together. What is it with reconciliation? I feel like every single sign has had that energy in their reading. Anyway, we have Aquarius on the board. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Sagittarius. This could be you. You have this in your chart, or this is who you're dealing with. But you're debating. You're going back and forth. Do I open up? Do I pour my heart out? Do I say how I really feel? Do I make that apology? Do I ask for forgiveness? Do I ask for a second chance? Because you're dealing with something that you truly love, or someone or something that you truly love. That's your heart. Okay, that's your heart. You have been fighting yourself. You're telling yourself one thing and it's opposite to what you're feeling. Does that make sense? And it creates pressure and stress and a lot of indecision and keeping you stuck. You're not sure how to make this offer. You feel like, I can't just say something, I have to do something for them to see that I mean it. And you're trying to figure out how to do that, or when the best timing is with the Temperance card. Or it's like, would they even take my offer with the Ace of Discs? But you have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles here. So if this is about a love relationship, I feel like this is the one for you. This is your person, whatever you want to call them. This is someone, it's mutual. Whatever you've got going on is mutual. The love, the desire to invest, the desire to have a future together, the want to be together and to build whatever is mutual. This is true love that can last. Okay, because if it's just the Ace of Cups, that just means, you know, there's a lot of emotion there. And it's beautiful when you're in your own little bubble. But as soon as you step into the real world, it usually just dissipates because there's nothing to tie it down. There's nothing to ground it. Does that make sense? Which is why I always say I prefer the Ace of Discs when it comes to romantic relationships, because the love is still there, but you can ground it. It's realistic. Do you know what I mean? You can plant seeds with it. It's not just love and up in the air and depending on circumstances, because it's a little wishy-washy, because it's just emotion, right? And you have these two together. I mean, Virgo, I would go for it. Whatever this is, I would just go for it. And like I say, whoever you're dealing with, you have not been feeling like yourself. Okay, while this is going on, you have not been feeling like yourself, because you have split yourself between the mental you and the emotional you. You have split yourself into two opposite extremes. You have been going against your heart, telling yourself that's the right thing to do, telling yourself all sorts of, I'm getting chills, all sorts of rational, perfectly rational and logical excuses. You've called them facts. They might not be, but you know, to suppress your heart, and it's split you. That's why you've been stuck like this with the Two of Discs. And by reaching out and having the conversation is how you feel like yourself again with the King of Discs. It's how you bring it back together. You, the relationship, the connection. And like I said, you're dealing with someone who is open to this. So Virgo, I know it's hard. Got a Virgo moon. I know how we get. I know it's hard, but there comes a time when we have to stop thinking and overthinking and just following our hearts. And I feel like you've been doing that for the longest time, but with this situation, I feel like it's because it's got such immense potential, it scares you a little bit. So you told yourself it's not right, it's not the right time, it's not the right place, it's not, you know, it's too soon, I need more time, Temperance. But the reality of it is, it's here now for you because it is the right time. It's the Star and the Temperance. This is in divine timing. It is the right time. For some of you, you've got a choice between, you've got a couple of offers coming in. One is something you're, especially to do with work, money, or your own business, or living arrangement, something along those lines. One you're familiar with, and you like the people there. There's an emotional component to it. The other is new, brand new, with the Princess of Wands, and it makes you a lot more money, and it brings you a lot more stability. And I feel like you're weighing your options at this time, and you will choose the one that's best for you. And the message with the Star is aim high. Don't cut yourself short, sell yourself short. Aim high. Okay, dream big, aim high. Don't tell yourself, oh, I don't think I can do this, or I don't think I deserve this. Get out of your own head, Virgo. If they're offering you this, it's because they think you deserve it. So get on board. And I say that with love. Okay? So let's see. Oracle energy and advice. Don't hold yourself back. You're desperately trying to hold yourself back from something that you truly love and you truly wish for. And you're telling yourself, I know what you're telling yourself, but it's not true. You think it is. You're telling yourself it is, but it's just not the reality. So it's just release control a little bit, because while it might have worked for you in the past, it's currently what's holding you back and splitting your energy. Listen, you can't make this up. So we have hope and big water. So this is the Star energy, right? And this is telling you hope and think big. Okay, think big. And the big water energy here with all the water is that Ace of Cups. You can, it's not like, they're not saying, not only are they saying you can't have everything you've ever wished for, but they're saying it's here now. Just reach for it or accept it. false person, a military person. And we have a military person with the King of Swords again. Someone else had that. But this is where everything you're telling yourself is a little untrue or all the way to BS. Okay? And again, I say that with love. You're telling yourself, I'm marching on, I'm doing the right thing. But it's not true. And you know it's not true. And I feel like you're gonna come to that conclusion. You're gonna have that realization with that full moon in the background. So if you're telling yourself, I don't deserve this, I can tell you for a fact that that's BS. Okay? So if nothing else, take my word for it. You do deserve this. That's why it's here in your life now, the way it is. With the Star card and the Temperance energy is divinely guided to come to you now in this way, from this person, with these people, from this company, whatever. All you have to do is get out of your own head, get out of your own way. All you have to do is, if it's simple, but you know what I mean. It's not impossible. And to just open up, to accept, to embrace, to take a chance on yourself. Okay, so I'll leave that with you. I hope it helps. Because it's beautiful. But no one's gonna force you into it. Okay, you have to get on board. Otherwise it will go away. And what a shame would that be? Okay, then we move on to Libra. Okay, what's going on for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs in the week ahead? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the week ahead. Situation, we have the Ten of Cups. The challenge, we have the Ace of Swords. The outcome, we have the Six of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have Strength. So Libra, I feel like this is where you have to leave the pack behind. This is where you have to step out on your own. And not everyone's going to like that. Okay. I don't know if it's family that's too involved. I don't know if it's a community. I don't know if it's people at work. But there's an element of control. Okay. We think you should do this and they expect you to do it. Your challenge with the Ace of Swords is to speak your truth. Have that challenging conversation of, thank you, I appreciate it, however, it's my decision. And then to stand in your truth and to defend your position. Doesn't mean go to war or have some nasty conflict. That's why the Strength card is there. This is just saying, this is the truth, this is fact, this is what's happening. Okay? And then you have the Six of Wands, where you do venture off on your own. Some sort of victory here. I feel like there's an opportunity coming your way. And you really want to go for it. But it would have to be you leaving some sort of a fold. And people are going to have an issue with that. People are going to have an issue with that. I feel like it's family influence. Or again, we have community or anything, I don't know, tradition. Other people's expectations. Where historically they said what they think you should do and you did that, and they're like, well, that's how it goes. And now you're saying, I want to do this, I've decided to do this, and they take exception to that because it's like, what do you mean you decided? It was supposed to be a family meeting. It should have been, you know, people should have gotten a vote. Or what do you mean you made that decision? And you're saying, well, it only concerns me, no offense, so I made the decision. If I needed help or support or clarity, I would have come to you, but I didn't. I know what I'm doing. I know what I want. This is it. This is happening. So there might be some conflict there with the Ace of Swords, some harsh words. However, you have the Libra symbol there. However, you're like, with the Strength card, I feel like you're speaking the truth in such a way where it's like, it's not a conversation. This is not a debate. If you have a problem with it, there's the door. We're not getting into anything. And then you follow whatever it is that you want to do. So I'm very proud of you, Libra, because it's not easy to do. Okay? So let's get more information. So we have the 10 of Cups with the Fool. Yeah, you want to venture off on your own. Awesome. With the Ace of Swords, we have the 6 of Swords. There will be some conflict, but you're not having it. They're going to try. You're not having it. And with the 6 of Wands, we have the 4 of Cups. You're not thrilled of how things go down, but you're not going to miss this opportunity either. So we have the Strength card with the 8 of Discs. So something that's for you. You have an opportunity to grow. You have an opportunity to invest. You have an opportunity to reach your goals, whatever they may be. But it's just for you. Do you know what I mean? It's just for you. Not everyone gets to come. Now, this could be where you get a job offer and your work family have an issue with you leaving because they have this idea that, you know, they should get a vote. Or they're like, oh, you didn't even tell us, or they're making you feel guilty about it. And you're saying, people, hold on. What are you talking about? We just work together. Yes, I know we're close and we get on well. That's lovely and wonderful, but we're all adults here and everyone has to do what's best for them. Do you know what I mean? Because whatever this is just for you with the Fool card. And they're going to try to guilt you. They're going to try to make you feel bad, talk you out of it, be dramatic, spiteful. But you're like, listen, this is happening. Now, we can either leave it on good terms, or we can leave it on more sour terms, or not talk at all. But this is happening, no matter what you do. I'm not missing this opportunity. And some people will get on board, and others you'll leave behind. But whatever the case is, you're embarking on a new path for yourself that takes you to your dream, whether that is to have your own business, to climb the ladder in a particular career field, to live on your own, right? And these are controlling parents type energy where it's like, you'll never make it on your own, which don't even get me started, okay? But there are such parents out there more than you would like to see. And you're saying, look, this is happening. This isn't a conversation here. I'm letting you know. Now, if you love me, you support me because I'm doing something for myself. If you have a problem with it, you don't need to be in my life. I feel like they will be extremely shocked, extremely taken aback by this attitude because I don't think they've seen this in you, Libra. But you are so determined. You know what this opportunity is when you see it. You know exactly what it is, and you're not afraid to go for it no matter what you have to do. And everything becomes clear with the Ace of Swords. Everything's clear to you. So you have no problem saying you either get on board or you're going to be left behind. And I'm not going to feel guilty about it, and you're not going to make me. Because I'm not doing anything wrong. So we have a long way, court person, and rich girl. I feel like whoever this is, they want you to stay put because of what they can get from you. With the rich girl energy, this is like benefactor energy. This is supportive service energy. But you're embarking upon a path that is solitary. It's just for you to walk on. With the court person here, I feel like this is you making the decision. People might threaten you. Again, I feel like this is someone who thinks they have the right to rule in your life. They might threaten you. They might be like, oh, you can't do that. I'm going to HR. I'm going to report you to whatever. And you're saying, you know what? I followed all the rules. I've followed all the policies. Knock yourself out. Or someone trying to guilt you. You can't leave us behind. You know, that's the wrong decision. They're trying to like get inside your head. You know, you see how that little gnome is on his shoulder there, trying to speak to him, get inside his head. You're dealing with some sort of a trickster. But you're, honestly, you're just so clear with these swords. Nope. 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 I'm not doing anything wrong. I deserve this. I want to go for it. I've always supported you in doing whatever you thought would make you happy. I deserve the same in return. And if I'm going to have that, awesome. If you're not capable of doing that, leave. Get out the way. Good for you, Libra. Good for you. Okay, moving on to Scorpio. Hey Scorpio, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. And as always, if you're skipping ahead, watch the intro as well. So, what's going on for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs in the week ahead. So we have, okay, Death. They want it to be seen. Pluto energy, your energy. Okay. Okay. Some changes to do with finances. Good changes, but it will mean ending some things. Okay, Scorpio, Sun, Rising, Venus signs in the week ahead. In the situation, we have the Eight of Wands. As your challenge, we have the Chariot. In the outcome, we have the Four of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Princess of Wands or the Page of Wands. So there is communication coming. There's communication coming. There's a lot happening all at one time. There's this, if I can talk, there's some sort of offer presented to you. Your challenge is either, if you're dealing with multiple options, your challenge is to pick one and follow through. And for others of you, your challenge is to take a leadership role, to take charge of a situation. If you're accepting this offer, it could be something like a higher position, like managerial role. You will be very, very busy or on the road a lot, or both. Now, in the outcome with the Four of Swords, it could be that some of you are taking time to think about this. Or you have made an offer to someone and you're waiting to see what they decide. We have Cancer energy involved. So let's get more information here for Scorpio. Eight of Wands, we have the Seven of Wands. With the Chariot, we have the Hermit. With the Four of Swords, we have the Five of Wands. Under the Page of Wands, we have Justice. So this could be a job offer for some of you, quite clearly. A contract of sorts is offered to you. And you're having to decide. You're experiencing your hesitation, and your inner conflict comes from the fact that you would have to, this would be a very solitary thing with the Chariot and the Hermit. This would be a very solitary thing. You'd be on the road a lot, or you'd be away from friends and family a lot. Or this could be, for some of you, this is like where you work on an oil rig, or you work on something in the middle of nowhere for months at a time, and then you have a little time at home, and then you go away again for a few months. It's that kind of energy. And that's why this is the challenge. It's something that would be amazing. But it would change everything for you. It's a big decision. It is. And I feel like there is an element of someone insisting with the Eight of Wands and the Seven of Wands. They keep sending you messages. They keep, okay, have you thought about it? Have you thought about it? Have you thought about it? Hence the tension with the Five of Wands. You're going to have to decide what's best for you here. I can't tell you what to do, nor would I. It's your decision. What I can say with the Justice card is consider all your options. There will have to be sacrifices made. You have to make sure you're okay making those sacrifices. If it involves a spouse or family or whatever your concern is, I would say talk to them about this, because either they will tell you they support you, they want to work with you, they can make those sacrifices with you, or I don't know if it will spark any sort of tension or conflict, but that also will give you some information for you to consider. Do you know what I mean? For some of you, I'm seeing this as frustration because you're stuck. Something has been promised to you and you keep chasing people. And you feel stuck because you don't know what's going on. And the longer you wait, the more frustrated you get. And I'm seeing you writing a kind of stern message of, I'm going to need a decision. Some sort of ultimatum energy. Because you want to move forward with something, but then someone else is pausing. Someone else is creating delays. So it could turn into ultimatum energy from you. So let's see. Kipper cards here for you. So we have false person, high honors, and main person. Yeah, I feel like, again, for some of you, you have been promised this high honor. You've been promised the job, the promotion, the whatever, the honor, whatever that is. But the person promising you those things, either they can't deliver it to begin with, but they don't want to tell you that. It's an energy of being strung along. And I feel like in that case, you're giving them an ultimatum. You're giving them a deadline. You're saying, if I don't hear from you by this time, and this is what I want to hear because this is what was promised, I'm out. And you've thought about this, and you are ready to give up on this if they don't fulfill their promise by a certain time. Because you've already been waiting. You've already been chasing. You've already been patient. Do you know what I mean? For others of you, I feel like you're keeping it to yourself. You have this decision to make, and you're keeping it to yourself because you have someone around you you expect to cause trouble and conflict when you tell them. Okay? So I think you're taking time. Either you don't even want to tell them, if it's someone at work or if it's your boss, your current boss or something. You don't want to tell them until you've signed the paperwork, and then you can tell them, because you know they're going to cause trouble. They're going to try to stop you or trip you up or whatever. So you're being very, very strategic, which is how I see the false person here, like Seven of Swords energy, but like strategic. But either way, you're getting a really big opportunity here, a very big honor. Okay, and this is about you with the main person. And for those of you, your main person, your spouse or partner, is going to have a big issue with this, and your concern is it might lead to a breakup if you wanted to take this opportunity, or a divorce, because you know they're not going to be supportive. In which case, it is a big decision, right? With the Justice card there. You need to really think it through. But I do see this as like once in a lifetime, life-changing type of opportunity. So you're going to have to decide what's more important to you and what you are okay to let go of or to sacrifice, is the best I can say to you. Okay? So I hope that helps you. And we're going to move on to Sagittarius. Hey Sagittarius, how you doing? Hope you're well. As always, if you're skipping ahead, please make sure you also watch the intro, because there's information for you there. So let's see what's going on for Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Venus signs in the week ahead. Okay. Current situation, the Seven of Wands. The challenge, the Queen of Swords. And the outcome, the Five of Wands. I feel like for some of you, you're dealing with a Libra, and you're getting like the other end of the stick. You're like on the receiving end of what I saw in their energy for some of you, or vice versa. Or Scorpio, since you have two of the cards they just had. Bottom of the deck, we have the Devil. There's a lot of tension here. There's a lot of conflict to do with someone's ego, to do with someone's controlling ways. The challenge is to cut it out. The challenge is to cut this person out. The challenge is to cut out the ego to make the right decision. Seven of Wands, blockages, challenges, being defensive, being closed off, being controlling. This could be a fire sign, another fire sign in your life, Aries, Leo, Sag, or this could be your energy, Sag. And maybe you don't realize that this is how you're coming across to people. For some of you, you've already made a decision from the ego. You may have recognized now that you made a decision from the ego. Pride dictated your decision. And you're in a position with the Seven of Wands of, well, I have to see it through now. I've made the decision. You know, I've said what I said. I can't take it back again because of pride. So I want to caution you there. And in the outcome, Five of Wands, tension, conflict. But I feel like you're going back to the table. Because you're going back, you're going from the 7 to the 5. You're going back to the table. Okay? So the Five of Wands is like a bunch of people sitting together. Everyone's their way. Everyone's shouting at each other or talking at each other. No one really gets their point across. Everyone's pulling the thing, the wheel in a different way. You get to the Six of Wands where one person is victorious and everyone can look up to them or follow them. And then you get to the Seven of Wands where that person is now having to make some different choices, different decisions, and then get everyone else to fall in line, right? So that's what I'm seeing. You made a decision, and again, this could be vice versa. Take it as it resonates, guys, okay? You made a decision, ego-based, or from a desire to control things, to get things your way. I feel like you realized that it was unfair with the Queen of Swords. Or you realized you thought you were making the right decision, but it was actually your pride or fear that made you want to control things, and you made that decision. Does that make sense? And then with the Five of Wands, it's interesting. I'm seeing you going back to the table, talking to whoever it is you made this decision regarding, or whoever it is that your decision impacted, right? You're going back and you're saying, okay, let's talk about it some more. I want to talk about it some more. Like, I want to take it back. Let's talk about it. Okay? Interesting. Because I feel like someone's realizing either they were not fair. That was, again, decision was ego driven. So it's not fair. It's not fact like you thought. And they want to do the right thing with the Queen of Swords. Because someone got really hurt by this decision. Okay, let's get more information here. With the Seven of Wands flying out, the Seven of Discs. With the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Wands. I feel like you made a decision to just take off. With the Five of Wands, the Seven of Swords. Yeah, and you realize it was sabotage. It was self-sabotage because of the devil energy. Under the devil, we have the Tower. Yeah, man, Sagittarius. I hear, what did you do? Now, this could be you or someone else, but what did you do? Okay. So either we have three sevens. Confrontation, overcoming obstacles, wanting to be on top, wanting to be the one deciding, the one in charge. And it led to a Tower. Someone made this decision. It was about something that was growing. It was something that was growing. Okay. And it got to a point where it had to go to the next level. Someone panicked with the devil and the Seven of Swords. They panicked. They might have said, this is too much. Seven of Wands, Seven of Discs. This is too much. You're asking too much of me. I can't do this. I'm pulled in too many ways. 5 of Wands energy, 7 of Swords. And there was a decision made to drop something, to drop someone, to leave. It was, again, all the fire energy. It was impulsive. It was not thought out. It was not, you know, whoever this was, they did not think it through. In the moment, it felt the right thing to do. Hindsight, they're realizing it was fear. It was just fear. 7 of Swords and the Devil. It's a pattern. They're realizing, I always do this. I always bolt when I feel like, you know, when I feel a little pressure, when I feel a little whatever, when I feel like things are getting out of my control, I bolt. Someone's becoming aware of a pattern of self-sabotage. And they want to go back and talk about it. They want to go back and see if anything can be salvaged. They want to do the right thing with the Queen of Swords. And like I say, this could be you. Could be someone did this to you. But there was a big tower that crumbled. Something that was starting to be built. And it was growing. And someone freaked out. That's just what it is. Someone freaked out. So either someone has commitment issues, or someone freaked out because they were losing control of things and they're not used to that. They took off. Hindsight, they're realizing, you know, maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe I shouldn't have left. Or, oh my God, I always do this. Why do I always do this? 3 sevens, looking for the truth, trying to figure it out. So I feel like someone's going back to that tense situation to talk about it some more, to face it. Okay, with the Devil and the 7 of Swords, they usually don't want to face that. When they get to that point, they bolt. Knight of Wands. Or they say hurtful things so that the other person bolts. And I feel like someone's trying to be brave, overcome their fears, conquer their demons, do the right thing, Queen of Swords, and sit back down in that tense, uncomfortable place to really figure out what the best move is. Let's see, Clipper energy here for Sagittarius for the week ahead. You have the Tower right above that Devil, so someone's realizing a pattern they have because they've really hurt someone. And while before they were able to just keep going, they can't stop thinking about it now. So we have a change, we have good lady, and work occupation. Someone wants to put in the work. Someone wants to change a pattern, to heal something, to put in the work, because they found someone or something that's worth it. It's worth more effort than just bolting. And someone's coming back. You see how she's looking at, she's going back towards the lady and the work. It's like, I changed my mind. I want to work. I want to do the work. I want to talk about this. I don't want to run again. But they're coming back. So, I mean, that's an interesting reading, if ever I saw one. This could be going on at work. This could be going on in love. This could be going on with family. This could be going on within yourself and you snapped at someone. But this is a lot of strength and a lot of courage to face your fears, to say, I'm sorry, I was wrong, to admit to this pattern of self-sabotage and to then want to face it. It takes a lot of strength and a lot of courage, so I'm very proud of you, Sagittarius. And that is how you break the pattern. And whoever this is, or whatever this is, it is worth it. It's worth you doing that. And if nothing else, you're doing it for yourself as well. Okay, so keep going. You're making the right decision to readdress this, to go back to this, to put ego aside, to come back down with your, you know, head hung, your hat in your hands. That's what I'm seeing. It's worth it. It's worth you doing that. That is the right decision. That is the right approach. Okay? Sheesh. That was heavy. All right. Let's see. Capricorn. Hey, Capricorn. How you doing? Hope you're well. And as always, make sure you watch the intro as well, because there's some information for you there. Let's see what's Capricorn up to in the week ahead. What's coming up for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs in the week ahead. So we have the Queen of Wands in the situation, the Queen of Swords as the challenge, and the Star in the outcome. Bottom of the deck, the Six of Swords. So I'm seeing peace and healing here and bringing something back into balance. There may have been a clash, or a difference of opinion, or a difference of whatever. There may have been a separation, a breakup. It's temporary, what I do want to say with the Six of Swords. What I also want to say with the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands is different. So two kings usually talk about like butting heads, because they're both stubborn, they're both in their energy of a king, of this is it, I am right, I'm not going to back down, confrontational. Showing up as two queens, sometimes it can be passive aggressive energy, sometimes it can be a snide comment. It's not facing it head on, or it's actually someone or both parties coming to that point of butting heads, but not turning it into a clash or a full-on conflict, but rather choosing to be the bigger person and to step away. And both are doing that. Okay, so it's like a soft approach to it. It's like, I don't agree with you, but I don't want to hurt your feelings either. I don't agree with you, but I don't want to actually have the full-blown conflict or argument. I'd rather just quietly step away. However, there is, with the Star card, healing and recovery here. And this could be within a partnership, a couple, a friendship. And there was a temporary stepping away. But it's like, well, no, I think we really need to talk about this. And it's like coming back to it once people have calmed down. Six of Swords and the Star card. Because I feel like someone said something they didn't mean. Someone was rash. Someone was impulsive and hurtful. Don't get me wrong. But it's like everyone's realizing the part they played, and everyone is owning up to it and is ready to have that conversation. It's a very mature energy here. Let's see. Let's get more. Queen of Wands with the Nine of Discs. Queen of Swords with the Knight of Discs. The Star with the Five of Swords. Yeah, they want to heal conflict. And again, it's something, it didn't turn into a full-blown conflict. It didn't. Because with the Five of Swords and two Queens, this could have been passive-aggressive comments. This could have been, what is the light doing? This could have been said something and left. Under the Six of Swords, we have the Lovers. Interesting. So it could be going on with love for some of you. But further, this is just a significant connection to you. Or it's just saying it's happening in a partnership of sorts. Or with someone that you care about deeply. So there was this disagreement. But again, no one went full on. No one went to war about it. There was this disagreement, and it's like both parties took a breath and said, you know what, if I keep going, this is going to turn into a conflict. I'm going to say hurtful things. I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to step back. And both parties thought that. So it's like coming close to conflict and pause, and then everyone went their separate ways. But no one really addressed it, right? Because they didn't want to really hurt the other person. There may have been a breakup or a separation, because we have the Lovers, the Six of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. However, the Queen of Swords with the Knight of Discs is like, let's be reasonable, let's be rational here. We've invested so much, we've come a long way. It's not okay to just leave it, to just walk away. So there is a coming back around, because this is a solid partnership. It's a solid investment. A lot has gone into this friendship, relationship, business partnership, whatever this is. And both parties recognize that, and both parties recognize that it would be a shame to just let it go, to just walk away. So I'm seeing the healing. It won't be easy necessarily, because I feel like one party is impulsive, they don't think things through, and they say things in anger. The other party is not so quick to anger, but they take everything to heart. And so they get hurt very deeply, and it puts them in a defensive mode, and they can be hurtful too. They can be hurtful back. The Queen of Swords, you don't want to mess with the Queen of Swords. She knows exactly what to say to hurt someone very deeply. And I feel like someone just snapped, made a comment, okay? Or broke up. No conversation. Left. No conversation. You don't get a vote. It's not a conversation. That really hurt the other party, because they think it should have at least been a conversation. I deserved at least a conversation. But they didn't want to go off on whoever it is that took off. Does that make sense? And I feel like this impulsive person, which could be you, could be the other party, this impulsive person that made this snap judgment, snap decision, is now trying to approach this other party who is willing to listen, is willing to talk, is willing to heal. But I feel like if you're the one going to say sorry, expect the other party, especially if they're an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, expect them to have some things to say. Now with the Five of Swords, they're not trying to be intentionally hurtful. They will tell you exactly how they felt when you did that. It will be hurtful. It will be painful. But they need you to understand what you did before healing can happen. So I will caution you about that. But once that is out, they need to have their feelings heard and acknowledged. And once that's out and acknowledged, then you can really put it behind you and move on together. Okay? And if this isn't going on in love life, this could be a close friendship, this could be a business partnership, this could be you and someone at work, this could be you and someone in your family. Take it as it resonates. But there is the opportunity to put a conflict behind. Just expect whoever did the hurting, whoever started it, should expect or allow or ask for the other party to let them know exactly how they felt. It needs to come out. It needs to be acknowledged for true healing to happen. And it will be hurtful, not nice to hear, but it needs to come out. And then healing can happen. I'm just looking to see if I see a different scenario here. Obviously not everyone's going to be dealing with this, but this is what I mean. I pick up on different scenarios. If it's not yours, look at your other placements. Or this energy might be playing out in a different way in your life, but you can see the energy playing out. It's just happening in a different area. Okay, take it as it makes sense to you is what I mean. So we have court person, his thoughts, and house. So yeah, someone has been going back and forth in their head about a decision they made that might have involved a separation, a breakup, some sort of, I don't know, dissolving a contract. And they have just been up in their head about it, not being able to move on because they feel bad, they feel guilty because it happened either in the home, with family, with a spouse, or with someone you had something very solid with the house energy. Okay? This is your stability, your foundation, your home, your family, your close people. But you can make it right. Or whoever this is that did this, they can make it right. Like I say, it's very important. It's crucial for the other person that got hurt by this other person's decision. It's crucial that they speak about how they felt in order for that to be acknowledged, and then healing can happen. Okay? So I hope that helps. Okay, we're moving on to Aquarius. Hey Aquarius, how you doing? I hope you're doing well, and as always, if you're skipping ahead, please make sure to watch the intro as well. Let's see what's going on for Aquarius, Sun, Rising, Venus signs in the week ahead. Aquarius, Sun, Rising, Venus signs in the week ahead. In the situation, 5 of Cups, well, that's cheerful. And the challenge, the High Priestess. Okay, there's a breakup here, or a break in communication. And the outcome, we have the Lovers. What is it with this coming back around reconciliation energy? I promise you, I've seen this for, I don't know if every single sign, but most of them. Bottom of the deck, the 3 of Wands. So someone's turned their back, someone's taken off, 5 of Cups, left you feeling hurt, betrayed, stabbed in the back, thinking like this isn't necessary, this didn't have to happen this way. They didn't give you a chance. They didn't give you a vote. It wasn't a conversation. They're not talking now. You can't get a hold of them, or you have stopped communication. You have blocked them because of what they did. But in the outcome, look, they're coming back around with the Lovers. They may travel to see you. They want to talk. They want to see if they can fix things, because you still have the Ace of Cups there standing. And I feel like someone's realizing that there's still something worth salvaging. There's still something worth fixing. But the challenge is getting the other person to open up, getting this person to listen. Because this is very painful. This is very hurtful. So rightfully so, whoever withdrew with the High Priestess and stopped talking, I'm not surprised. And with the Lovers, it's a big decision. Do I really want to put myself through that again? Do I even want to risk that happening again? Let's get more information here for Aquarius. With the 5 of Cups, we have the 4 of Wands. Yeah, this was a breakup. Someone just left. Someone moved out. Someone just left the partnership behind like it was nothing. A broken home. With the High Priestess, the Star, the challenge. Yeah, now someone wants to talk about it. Now someone wants to talk about healing. But it's like, yeah, I don't even know how I feel about that. And with the Lovers, we do have another 6. We have the 6 of Pentacles. This can be healed. This can be resolved. This can be put back on track. But I feel like what's going to tell you, if you want to even try that or not, under the under the 3 of Wands, we have the 5 of Discs, 5 of Pentacles. Someone just left. Someone just turned their back and left. And now they want to come back around. Now they want to talk about it. Now they want to explain what happened. So it could be that someone's got scared of commitment. It could be that someone stepped out, I'd say, and you left. no matter how you felt about it, but it's like, that's just not acceptable. There was a betrayal of some sort. And betrayal doesn't always mean cheating. But there was a betrayal. There was a massive loss. And the Five of Cups with the Five of Discs is rejection, is abandonment. Because someone was trying to get to the next level, or you were already there and you thought everything was fine. And this just came from out of the blue. For others of you, I feel like someone's giving up. If you're in a long distance relationship, it feels like someone's giving up on it. They're just giving up on it. They're just saying it's too much. And you're just left there thinking, but we were planning. We were making plans. You were going to come here in a month. We were going to move there in 5 months. Why are you giving up now? We're so close. And I feel like what's going to make the difference of, do you want to say yes and take this person back, yes, and try again with this person, forgive them and try again? With the Six of Discs and the Lovers, I feel like you're going to try, or you should, to make sure that it's balanced, it's equal, it's mutual. And I do feel like for some of you, they're going to need to make amends. So it's not just, first they need to make amends, then it can be mutual. So first they need to do more than what you are doing. They need to do more to make up for this. Make it up to you. And then it can be back to both of you pulling your weight. Does that make sense? And I do feel like this person wants to do that. But like I say, it'll be different for everyone. But I feel like, yeah, someone, it was the dream, it was the goal with the Star card, but it couldn't be here now. There was a distance to it, or there was a timing to it. And someone just ups and leaves. Like, it's too much. I'm done. I'm out. And you're sitting there thinking, what the hell? It's like it wasn't even a conversation. They just left. They just turned their back. Or something that you really wanted, whether it's about a job or a house or a commitment of any kind, something that you really, really wanted, you were working towards it, things were looking good, it just stops. It feels like it just stops, and you don't know why, because no one's telling you what's happened. There's no conversation, there's no message, there's no communication. It just stops. Okay? Or this has happened already, and then it's like it comes back around. Do you still want it? Okay. So we have good lady, rich girl, and main person. Okay, what's interesting here is we got two ladies and a dude. So it could have been something stopped because of a third party. Someone stepped out. That is a possible scenario. Or someone chose the other person, broke your heart, and then they're coming back saying, no, I figured out it's you that I want. You're like, really? Really? And you can still have a relationship and a future with that person, but it's a case of, well, they've already kind of, they've shown you how they really feel. They've shown you, it's like, do you trust them to choose differently next time, or to make sure there's no next time, or do you know what I mean? And I do feel like you're gonna make them work for it, and you should. If you decide to give them another chance, you're gonna make them earn it, and you should. And I do feel like they will put in the work, because they realize what they did. They realize they made the wrong choice, and they're just dying for an opportunity to prove it to you and to make amends. Okay, so it'll be down to you, Aquarius. What do you want to do? If you want to give something or someone a second chance, I suggest you make them earn it, you make them prove themselves, and I think you will. I think that's the approach. While for others of you, I feel like you're done already with the Three of Wands. You've turned your back completely because it was too much, too painful, and you just did not deserve this. And it might have been, especially if it's a repeated thing, if it's happened again, I feel like you're just turning your back, not even a conversation. They know what they did. You don't have to tell them. You're turning your back, kicking them out, changing the locks, moving, done. If it's the first time they messed up, whatever that betrayal of your confidence is, I feel like you're going to give them another chance, but you're going to make them work for it. Or you should. Okay. So, I hope that helps. And I hope things improve. Alright. And last but not least, Pisces. Hi Pisces. How you doing? Let's look at what the next week has in store for you. Whenever you're watching the video, it's the week ahead that we're looking at. And as always, also watch the intro. What's going on for Pisces? Four of Wands, Three of Swords. Someone wants to come home, Pisces. They messed up. What is going on for Pisces? Sun, rising, Venus signs in the week ahead. Pisces, and Seven of Discs. Pisces in the week ahead. There we go. In the situation, we have the Knight of Cups. In the challenge, we have the Tower. In the outcome, we have the Knight of Wands. Jesus. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands. Well. Fluff. You're very defensive with Seven of Wands and closed off. There's a bit of anger here. Why? Well, because the Tower happened. Something came down. Something fell apart out of the blue. I feel like you did not get a say. You did not expect it. You did not see it coming. But you have this person trying to come back with the Knight of Cups. You have someone making you a genuine, wholehearted offer. In the outcome, we have the Knight of Wands, and it's funny how the dark patches make a heart. I feel like something can be put back together or get back on track or pick up where you left off. But there's a lot of, I feel like there's some anger that needs to come out. There's some anger that needs to be expressed. There's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of attraction. I feel like someone just freaked out. Someone was afraid of how fast things were moving. Or there was too much change. Things were too up in the air. Or you were on the road a lot. Or this could have been a long distance thing. The Tower fell. You can't take it back. And I feel like someone's trying to come back and make amends. Let's get more information here. For Pisces, the Knight of Cups, we have the Moon. With the Tower, we have the Nine of Discs. With the Knight of Wands, we have the Four of Wands, which we saw in the pre-shuffle. Under the Seven of Wands, we have the Ace of Discs. Yeah, I feel like someone's coming back. They're gonna try to fight for you. What is this with this coming back around energy? Honest to God. But someone's gonna want to fight for you. Okay. There's a lot of emotion you're about to be hit with, Pisces. Or it's going to be vice versa. Take it as it resonates, guys. But there's a lot of emotion that someone's about to be hit with. Pouring heart. Bleeding heart. Okay? With the Moon and the Knight of Cups. Because the Tower fell. They left. They took off. They broke up with you. They left you behind. Whatever. But with the Nine of Discs, it did not break you. You're not happy. You're not thrilled about it. But it did not break you with the Nine of Discs. And I feel like that's attractive to this person somehow. It's very odd. But they're rushing. They want to come home. They want to come home so bad with the Knight of Wands and the Four of Wands. And come home could be literally coming back home, moving back in, but it could be coming home just like getting back together, coming back to you. Back into that feeling of comfort, of love, of harmony between the two of you. And they do have a genuine offer with that Ace of Discs. Now this could be someone coming in proposing to you. I'm just saying. Ace of Discs with the Four of Wands. Because I feel like they want you to know that they mean it. They want to make some sort of a gesture with the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Discs and the Four of Wands. Some sort of a gesture that will make you sure, or as sure as they are, that this is what they want. They figured it out. Someone could have been, they're looking at you, they're saying, you know, you're doing awesome without them. I don't know if this is someone who thought you needed them, and they thought you were a little needy, but they're realizing that they were just talking out of their, you know what, because it's like, that was a little bit of confusion on their part, an illusion on their part, because when the tower falls and reality hits and the smoke clears and they look at you and you're still standing and doing fine, they're like, oh my Lanta, what have I done? And they're rushing back with the Knight of Wands and the Four of Wands. They're going to show up on your doorstep. It will be completely out of the blue. I feel like for some of you, you're going to tell them where to go, but they're not going. They don't want to go. The Ace of Discs, they want to come home. They have had a realization about your worth in their life, and the fact that you don't need them. You're independent. And somehow that was a question or a concern for them before. It's very bizarre. But Pisces, what I can say is that they are genuine. They mean it. They want to put in the work. They want to stick around. They want to build with you. What I can also say is you are angry because you were wronged. You did not deserve this. No one's questioning that. However, you need to express yourself. You need to get that anger out so that the tower doesn't repeat. And if you want to establish some boundaries and some ground rules, I would encourage you to do so with that Seven of Wands. Whatever you tell this person to do, they will do. Whatever rules you give them, they will follow. Because with the Ace of Discs, they see that you're worth it. Ace of Discs, Nine of Discs make the Ten of Pentacles, which is long-term stability, happiness, family, marriage, growing old together. They see that you're that, okay? And they're not going to go anywhere. But it's up to you. You don't have to take them back. You don't have to give them another chance. If you do want to give them another chance, once again, you have to express that anger, let it out. Tell them exactly how you feel. Tell them exactly what you think. And then tell them what you need from them, what you want to see. They will do it. They will do it. They're confused if you leave and let them through the door. They're not expecting much because they know how badly they messed up. They're not expecting much. They're just going on hope. They're going on faith. I just need to get my foot in the door. I just need Pisces to pick up the phone. I just need them to read my message. I just need a shot to tell them that I've had this wake up moment. Okay? But it's up to you how you want to handle it. Let's see, Kipper energy here for Pisces, Sun and Rising Venus signs. Oh, fluff. Gaining a lot of money, that one, and that one. Gaining a lot of money, success in love, and house. So gaining a lot of money is gain, is growth, is a gift. Now they could bring you a gift. They could, like I say, for some of you I'm seeing a ring. I'm literally seeing a ring with that Ace of Discs and the Four of Wands and the Knight of Cups. But you're, okay. Something physical. They're bringing you something physical, something concrete, a gift. Success in love and house. They want to come home. They want to get back together. You were their happiness. They didn't even know it. You were their happily ever after. They didn't know it. Once the tower fell, they figured it out. You were their happily ever after, and they want that back. They want to come home. It's down to you what you want to do, Pisces. Is it worth working on? I would say yes, but that's based on these cards. That might not be exactly your scenario or your background developments there. But it's genuine, I can tell you that. Okay? So, I will leave that there. I hope it makes sense and I hope that it helps. Let me know. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.